Now again, I am taking few factors which are important in unit number 4, so that you can understand easily those terms, even though you have already studied many times. And so far I have already engaged many classes over such different types of optimization techniques. Okay, so again I am concentrating over such factors so that you can understand and can learn easily. So now these terminology is not new one for you. Now again I am considering about the code optimization, even though I have finished this topic, again for the simplicity, so that you can understand, okay, without any doubt. So code optimization again. So what are the different advantages? Sometimes in the examination, uh, the examiner can ask what is the code optimization, define code optimization, and also write the advantages of that. Okay, or what are the different techniques which we will use for the optimization. Okay, I am just talking in context of the compiler design. So in compiler design, the examiner may ask such type of questions. So these are very important. So you must aware by the answers of regarding these questions. So code optimization we use. Why do we use the code optimization? Because our target is to make the compiler more efficient. Okay, and also we want to reduce the memory requirement. Whenever the programmer writes the source code or the source program, then the source program must be written by the programmer in such a manner that it must occupy less space, okay, less requirement of the memory, and also the efficiency of the compiler must enhance. Okay, so for that, the compiler use the different types of optimization techniques. So what are the advantages? Advantages: optimized code has the following advantages. Now you can see optimized code has faster execution speed. Okay, because here just we are going to reduce the redundancy from the program. Okay, because we are removing the common sub expressions. Okay, dead code, just we are going to eliminate the dead code. Okay, constant folding. So such type of techniques we are applying. So as a result, the speed enhanced. Okay, so faster execution speed. So optimized code has faster execution speed. It means speed enhances. Another thing, optimized code utilizes the memory efficiently. Whenever we will use the optimized code, then it utilizes the memory efficiently, means less requirement of the memory. Okay, so these two factors has direct interconnection, means enhancement of the speed and less requirement of the memory. Okay, so that's why we apply the code optimization techniques. Another thing, optimized code gives better performance. It is, of course, we can say, because the execution speed is increasing, okay, memory requirement is decreasing, okay, it means performance enhances. Okay, so performance means the performance of the compiler, efficiency of the compiler. So that's why there is a big role of the code optimization. Now you can see here the advantages of that ultimately. Now again come, even though we have already used different types of techniques, again this is a sort of you can say block diagram. Here you can say DFD, data flow diagram here. So code optimization techniques, now you can see here. So code optimization techniques now divided into several techniques. Code optimization technique number first, we can say common sub expression elimination. Okay, first, from the source code or the source program, we try to eliminate the common sub expression. We have already concentrated over such types of techniques. common sub expression, you are already aware. Means if there is a repetition of some sub expression, okay, then first we will take out the common of that. We do not want to assign a new variable. Okay, whenever we are going to scan the long expression, then first we will check, is there any sub expression like a plus b and a plus b, suppose it is repeating again and again in a long expression, then first we will take out common. Or if we are not going to take out common, then there is no need to assign a new variable. Okay, what we do, we assign the new variable t1 is equal to suppose a plus b, and again you can see again it is repeating after some time. Then we again try to assign the new variable. Suppose now t4 is equal to, again just we are going to assign a plus b, then no need to do such type of activity. Okay, then we eliminate such type of common sub, that is called the common sub expression elimination. Another, we again have the idea dead code elimination. Dead code are those code or those small expression we are not using at all during writing the program. Sometimes just we define some variable, okay, and ultimately we are not going to use throughout the program. Okay, so then we must eliminate such type of dead codes. Okay, sometimes we write some small expression by mistaken, and after that we are not going to use that, then that is called the dead code elimination. Again, you can see code movement. Here again we are assigning new variable okay, and just we are going to move here and there. Okay, again we are going to assign the new variables here. Then we avoid this activity also, code movement. Also we avoid dead code. Again we avoid common sub expression. Third is the strength reduction. Okay, here we replace some, you can see exponential sign or the division sign or floating point division reduced by some multiplication or addition. Okay, then we reduce the strength of, just by reducing the strength, the load on the compiler drastically reduce. Okay, so that is called the strength reduction. Similarly, after applying such type of techniques, okay, via code optimization, then we move towards the compile time evaluation. Okay, after that we come toward the compile time evaluation, and during the compile time evaluation we can see here there are again options, two options. First is called the constant folding, another is called the constant propagation. Okay, so in this case we have already discussed about the constant folding and constant propagation. In this case again we replace, suppose there is a constant value, okay, pi, and just we are defining outside the basic block. Okay, we are going to define outside the basic block, and we are going to assign a new variable, and after that again we are writing. Okay, there is a need only to define the constant, like hash define pi is equal to 3.14 like to. Okay, but no need to assign another variable like x is equal to pi, no need to write that. So write directly the formula. Suppose we are going to calculate the area or the volume of any cube, or calculate the area of circle, then there is a need arise to use the pi. Okay, so no need to assign a new variable to the constant, just write directly, okay, pi. And if you are going to define it globally, then just write hash define pi is equal to and assign the value directly. So that is called the constant folding. Similarly, the constant propagation, here again you are providing, assigning the different type of new variable. Okay, so in this case just we avoid some calculation. So suppose in any expression it is written 2 into 3.14. or we are going to write 3.14 divided by 2, then no need to write directly such type of things. Write directly the value of after division. Okay, if you are going to multiply 2 into 3.4, x is equal to 2 into 3.14, then no need to involve such type of, we can say, the statement during writing the program. Okay, just you can write directly multiplication. Suppose 6.28. Okay, if you are going to multiply 2 point, so avoid this type of things so that you can reduce the compile time. Okay, so after applying the code optimization technique, ultimately we have already seen the different advantages: faster execution speed, memory, we can use the memory efficiently, means reduction in the memory, and also better performance. Okay, it means ultimately the speed of the compiler enhances. Now important code optimization techniques, we have already studied this. Compile time evaluation, just you have seen in the last diagram. Compile time evaluation, common sub expression elimination, dead code elimination, code movement, strength reduction. Okay, in the short answer type, just we can ask about this. Okay, what are the important code optimization techniques? Okay, are you getting? As a short answer type question, I can ask what are the different important code optimization techniques. Then you have to write compile time evaluation, common sub expression elimination, dead code elimination, code movement, strength reduction. So these are the techniques. By using these techniques, the speed of the compiler will increase. Okay, performance will be better. Okay, now, what is the compile time evaluation and how we will use this? So there are two techniques, okay, that falls under this category. First is called the constant folding. We have just seen, just I am going moving. Compile time evaluation, constant folding and constant propagation. It depends on two factors. So what is the constant folding? Now in this technique, what you are going to do, it involves folding the constant. Here just we are going to fold the constant. Okay, reducing the expression. How do we reduce the expression? Just by folding the constants. If there is an involvement of more constant, suppose there is a multiplication of two numbers like that, and also there is an involvement of some constant value, then first we will multiply that. Okay, then this is called the constant folding. Means just you are going to finish the constant, means just you are going to fold the constant. Okay, reducing the expression of different types of constant involved in a expression. So now we can see the expression that contain the operands having constant value at compile time are evaluated. Okay, so first we evaluate those constant. No need to write like 2 into 3.14 into, again some value is given in the expression. Okay, and after that it is given a plus b like that. Suppose there is any formula which depends on some constant value and these constant value are fixed. Okay, we are going to write like, suppose uh, just you can write a is equal to pi r square. Okay, sometimes you are going to change r is equal to d by 2, and then you are going to replace that value. Then at that time just calculate the value, no need to write pi and divided by 2 like those. Okay, so this is called the constant folding. So those expressions are then replaced with their respective result. So in this case, just we will replace such type of expression with their respective results. Okay, what type of result we are getting? So we will just compress those expressions. Okay, no need to write the long expression in the form of the constant 2 into 6.28 and again into pi. So no need to write in the expression like this. Just you compress this, multiply this, and then replace by their respective result. So if we will do this, then again the compile time will reduce. Now you can consider the example circumference of circle. Okay, 22 upon 7 into diameter. Circumference of the circle here it is given. Okay, then pi d is the circumference of circle, means 2 pi r. Okay, d is 2r. So we can write circumference of circle is equal to pi, just I am putting the value of pi and then diameter. Now this technique evaluate the expression 22 upon 7 at compile time. So this calculation will be done at compile time. Okay, so the expression is then replaced with its result 3.14. So it is better, no need to write in this form. Okay, 22 upon 7, no need to involve slash, means division. Okay, floating point division, no need to involve this, otherwise it will take more time. Okay, then we will write, or we can replace by 3.14. Just write circumference of circle is equal to 3.14 into diameter. Otherwise compiler will take more time for 22 upon 7. It will calculate up to infinite terms value. Okay, so the compilation time will be increased. 3.1419867 like that. Okay, then it can truncate itself a value, so it will take more time, more compile time. So better just you write here 3.14, replace this value. So this saves the time at runtime. Okay, it means just you are going to save your runtime here. So the compiler will save the time at runtime. Okay, it means the ultimately speed will enhance. Okay, performance of the uh, compiler will enhance, increase. Another term is the constant propagation. So in this technique, if there is some variable has been assigned some constant value, then it replaces that variable with its constant value in the further program during compilation. Okay, here just we are going to define a variable. We are assigning some fixed value to a variable, and again during the program, again we are changing it. Okay, so no need to change that, write directly that value. The condition is that the value of variable must not get altered in between, even though we are not going to change its value. Okay, and after that just we are going to assign some variable to it. So no need to do such type of activity. That is called the constant propagation. Now here you can see in this example, pi is equal to 3.14, radius is equal to 10, area of circle pi r square. Okay, so pi r square, here just we are going to write pi r square. Now we can say this technique substitute the value of variable pi and radius at compile time. So whenever you will do the compilation, it will consider the value of the pi and the value of the radius. Okay, whatever you have already provided in the printf section. Okay, in the scanf section, just you are going to provide the value either directly or from the keyboard. Okay, you will use the scanf function for that. And whenever you will click the compile, then it will consider the pi value of the constant pi and the value of the radius, whatever you are provided in the scanf function. Okay, during the compile time. If then evaluate the expression 3.14. So here you know already the value of the pi is 3.14 and radius is given here. Now you can see here. Okay, so the expression is then replaced with its result 314. Okay, so if you are already aware by this, suppose you are writing the source code or the source program, and in the mid section or anywhere else, it is needed that area of the circle already it is assigned and fixed. Okay, it is fixed. Pi value is fixed and radius is already assigned. Okay, so in this case, just we can calculate directly. So during writing a long program, no need to do such type of things. Okay, otherwise it will take more time. So the expression is then replaced with its result. So here the result will come 314. Okay, so this saves the time at runtime. You cannot judge such type of activities. Okay, if you are going to write only a small program, okay, if you are going to write C program to find the area of circle, okay, no need. Just you are uh, wants to know how the program will run, how we will compile the program, and how will get the result. Okay, so if you are going to run the program, a small program, then okay, no problem at all, because you are a new one and you are a new learner, no problem at all. But if you are writing a source code, a big program, a long program, at if it has approximate more than 100 or 200 or 500 lines program, and in between there is an involvement of a function like that area of circle, or and it is fixed, radius is provided, pi value is provided, and area of circle, suppose this term is coming, then no need to write such type of things. Directly write 314. Okay, area is fixed here, so you can write directly during writing a long program. So avoid such type of constant propagation. Okay, so this saves the run time. Okay, so it means the performance of the compiler will increase. Okay, so just to concentrate over such factors. Another, now you can see common sub expression elimination. So far we have already studied. Okay, so how you have already idea about the redundancy. Okay, in this case, just we are going to reduce the redundancy of the from the expression. Okay, suppose if there is a repetition, then just we will take the common, or we will avoid to assign a new variable to a long expression. And if there is a common sub expression and the same sub expression is repeating again and again, okay, so just there is a need to avoid that. So that is called the common sub expression elimination. Now here you can see S1 is equal to 4 star I, S2 is equal to AS1, 4 here you can say into J, 4 into I. Again, S5 is equal to 9, S6 is equal to this and this. Okay. Now you can see S1 is equal to 4 into I. Again you are writing, okay, just started, we have already seen such type of example. S4 is equal to 4 star I. So this is called the redundant expression, because this is repeating again. Here you have already assigned this, and again you are going to assign S4 4 star I, even though here it is dependent function. Okay, dependent expression. S6 is equal to B S4 plus S5. S4 has dependency already, you have already defined here. S6 has dependency on S4, and S4 is 4 star I. Even though you can write here S1, okay, because S4 is equal to 4 star I, no role of this S4. Why you are defining a new variable? Why you are going to assign the same to S4 to a new variable? So just you have to remove this redundant expression. Okay, now you can write code after optimization, code before optimization. Okay, so S1 again, okay, it is okay. S2 it is okay. S3 4 star J, new expression. S5 is equal to N. Just we are going to remove this redundancy. Okay, 4 star I. Suppose during writing the long expression, there is a 4 star I, and then plus 4 star J, again plus 4 star I, then it is repeating 4 star I. So we cannot choose a new variable for the repetitive expression. Okay, so avoid this. So this is called the redundant expression removal. Okay, so here just you have already removed, and you can write directly, just you can jump. Okay, S3 is equal to this, then S5 is equal to n, and then S6 is equal to this. Okay, now we will replace this. No need to write S4 because just we are going to remove this, then replace S4 by S1, the same value. Okay, here you can see just there's a reduction in the number of variables. Okay, and also the number of lines. Here you can see now there is the involvement of the 5 lines. There you can see 6 lines. Okay, so reduction in the program, even though you will get the same output. Okay, now you can judge easily. So this is called the common sub-expression elimination. This is one of the best techniques to improve the or performance of the compiler. Okay, so these are called the different techniques of optimization. Number three, code movement. As the name suggests, it involves the movement of the code. Okay, here, just consider the example of the loop. Okay, if there is some sub expression and you are defining inside the loop, even though you must define outside the loop, but you are writing the same expression inside the loop also. Okay, so you are not judging whether we must write inside or outside the loop. Okay, so the same code will execute again and again with each iteration of the loop. Okay, as the loop will run, then your sub expression also will run again and again. It means there is a wastage of the runtime, wastage of the time at runtime. Okay, so it will increase the compile time. So just avoid such type of activity. Now you can see here code before optimization. Now you can see for int j is equal to 0, j is less than j plus plus this, x is equal to y plus z, aj 6 into j. Even though you must define this x is equal to y plus z above the for loop. So here, if you will write x is equal to y plus this, and you can write like this, okay? Because the j here in involvement of the loop, here you can see there is a counter j, okay? And here you can see aj is equal to 6 into j. So this is dependent on this, not x is equal to y plus z. This has not the dependency over this loop because there is no involvement of the j here anywhere. Okay, neither here to the x, neither to y, neither to j. So this expression has no dependency on the counter. Okay, no dependency on the j. So there is no need to write x is equal to y plus z here. Okay, so we must write this above the for loop. Now you can say the load on the compiler during runtime will decrease. Okay, because during the iteration it will not repeat again and again. Okay, so extra load just you are going to avoid. So ultimately the speed of the compiler will increase. Okay, performance will be better. Now you can see dead code elimination. Number 4, so in this technique, just you are I have already told you, you have already defined some such type of variables you are not going to use anywhere in the program. Sometimes you are defining some expression, suppose x is equal to y plus z. Okay, you are writing during the program, but there is no involvement of such type of sub expression. It means it is dead code, so we must avoid that. Okay, but in a number of lines in during the source code, whenever you are going to count the number of lines, then we can say that our program contains so many lines, even though that sub expression is doing nothing, not affecting your output. Okay, so we must avoid that because it is occupying your memory. Okay, memory of the computer. So ultimately the load on the compiler will increase, performance will decrease. So that's why we must remove such type of dead code. Okay, so take care of this. Now we can see here I is equal to 0, if I is equal to 1, a is equal to x plus 5. Okay, x plus 5. Then what is the role of this a is equal to x plus 5? We are not going to define a, we are not defining x over there, just we are defining I is equal to 0. Then if I is equal to 1, a is equal to x plus 5, what? It is irrelevant. Why we are going to define this? This has no dependency over this. Even though we have already defined I is equal to 0, so it will remain 0. So instead of this, we can write only I is equal to 0 during writing our program for anything. Okay, if we are writing the source program or the program for any activity, then no need to write in such a manner. Okay, it is irrelevant. So this is called the dead code elimination. Okay, so this is dead code. A is equal to x plus 5. It is the dead code. Or if is equal to I is equal to 1. Why we are using the if statement? No role of this. Okay, and this sub expression has no any dependency of this, because we are not defining such type of variable either a or x. Okay, so this sub expression has no dependency on this loop. Okay, because we have already defined I is equal to 0 initialized, no role of this. So we can, instead of this, we can write directly I is equal to 0. Okay, so this is called the dead code elimination. Another strength technique. Okay, strength reduction. So in this technique, it involves reducing the strength of expression. Regarding this, we have already studied. Okay, just we are going to replace the floating point division or some other by the multiplication or by addition or by subtraction. Okay, so such type of operations are called the cheaper operation. Just we are uh, reducing the strength of the expression just by replacing by with cheaper ones. Okay, we are changing the floating point division by multiplication, and similarly multiplication by, if there is an involvement of the exponential, then we can change in the form of the multiplication, and if there is an involvement of the multiplication, we can replace by the addition. Okay, so if we are changing such type of operators, then this is called the cheaper ones, or we are going to reduce the strength. So this is also one of the best technique to reduce the optimization. Okay, now here we can see code before optimization b is equal to a into 2. Code after optimization b is equal to a plus a. So we can write here like this. No need to involve this multiplication here. Okay, because to operate, to execute the multiplication, it will take more run time, more compile time. Okay, so we must avoid such type of multiplication. So we avoid division, okay, and we replace it by multiplication. Similarly, exponent we can replace by multiplication, and if there is a multiplication, we can replace by addition to reduce the weight or pressure over the compiler, or we can say to reduce the load over the compiler. So ultimately we must enhance the speed of the compiler. Okay, here you can see the expression a into 2 is replaced with the a plus a. So the cost of multiplication operator is higher than the addition operator. Okay, so the to gain better understanding about code optimization techniques, we use this. Okay, we use the strength reduction operation. Now it is okay. If you have any query, then you can ask any query, please. Just I am taking your attendance, so keep patience. Now please, any question, welcome. Any query? Any query, please?